Hey everyone, how's it going? Matthew Bailey here, and oh no guys, welcome to my picks for the top 5 worst movies of 2019. And before I go on, yes, I understand you might be thinking, why am I doing my list so early? And it's because, well, to be honest, I only have 4 movies left to see this year, and I probably would not hate these movies as much because 3 of them are actually probably going to be on my best films of the year list, and one is probably going to be a meh. It wouldn't be on either list. So, and I have already seen 5 films this year that I just hated like so much. But before I get into it, though, I definitely want to announce a few dishonorable mentions, which are Ugly Dolls and The Kid Who Would Be King. Now, out of those two, I did do a review on Ugly Dolls, and my plan was to only do reviews on movies that I really enjoyed this year, and those would probably be the ones you would possibly see on my best films of the year list, which I'm going to do for the rest of the time I'm on YouTube. But anyways, like I said, those are my 2 dishonorable mentions, but without further ado, let's get into my picks for the top 5 worst movies of 2019. Yeah, so as you can see, my number 5 spot goes to Dora and the Lost City of Gold. I honestly had no anticipation for this movie. I mean, it didn't disappoint me as much, but I still think it. But once the songs came into the movie, I couldn't deal with the fact that it still captured most of what the original series was like, and I mean, even the original graphics I think came back at one point in the original from the original show, and that just didn't make me happy. And the whole thing about the animals barely talking, was another reason why I didn't think this movie did very well. So for at my number 5 spot, I'm gonna have to go with Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Yeah, so for number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Men in Black International. I mean, honestly, this movie did not stick with how the original Men in Black trilogy rolled. I mean, the whole thing about it being international, like what the heck was that about? I mean, and the fact that there was one character that was in the original show that's in or the original movies that was in this one that the way his story part of the plot, the way his story in the plot unfolded, I didn't get it. Like, why did this even happen? Like, it never happened. This never happened to him in the original 3 movies, so I don't know why he was like this in Men in Black International. So, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, you'll probably tell because he's in the poster, but yeah, Men in Black International did not impress me. I mean, I went to see it with my friend Matthew Davis Media, and it really was not that great. So for number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Men in Black International. Yep, that's right, guys. The live-action Dumbo remake is my number 3 on my worst films of this year. Honestly, I'm gonna be totally honest. A lot of the subplots in this movie were not even near connecting to the original classic movie from the 1940s. I mean, I think it was 1940s, or maybe it was 1950s. I can't figure out which time it was, but it was definitely around the early times before the 2000s ever started. But this version of the movie, I did not understand it. I just don't understand why they added some new type of characters into the movie that was never in the original. For example, the 2 kids and the family and their father, that was never part of the original plot. And I just don't understand why they had to do that. I really don't. So this is definitely a first for a Disney film being on my worst films of the year list. So, for number 3, I'm gonna have to go with Dumbo from 2019. Number 2. So yes, as you can probably know from the fact that I did actually see this movie, I am not kidding. I actually saw it with my friend Matthew Davis, and I'm probably guaranteeing that he's gonna put this on his worst films of the year list. And that is Wonder Park. Yeah, Wonder Park. Like, seriously, the whole point of the whole story in the movie was not really that entertaining. It was just like so freaking boring to watch this movie. And thankfully, me and my friend Matt Davis did not see it in the theaters. We waited until it was out on DVD. He came to my apartment to see it. And like I said, he's probably going to have this on his worst films list as well. I have no doubt that he's probably going to have it on his list. But yeah, honestly, I just could not stand watching this movie. This is my official worst animated film of the year. And yeah. So, what film did I hate more than Wonder Park? Well, honestly, you probably could tell from the only few movies that could be left that I would probably see from all my past ranking videos. You probably could tell, based on all the movies that are left from this year that I saw that I did not rank, you probably know what my worst film is going to be. My number 1 movie that's worst in 2019 is this. Yep, you knew it. You knew it was Dark Phoenix. Yeah, so honestly, Dark Phoenix, it was a terrible way to end the X-Men in the Fox universe before they merged with Disney. I have to be totally honest. Like, why did they do this movie? I honestly thought that X-Men Apocalypse should have ended off that series perfectly. I mean, you already had 3 films in that sequel trilogy. You should have just ended it there. But no, they had to make this Dark Phoenix movie that didn't really end the series off well at all. I mean, when you think about it, they even used an old character that is already a part of the MCU, and I'm surprised they were even allowed to use him again in this movie. But even if they did, they made him worse, and that was Quicksilver. But besides that, I mean, this movie just did not impress me at all. I mean, the whole thing with that blonde lady on the top of the poster, and the whole thing with Jennifer Lawrence's character, Mystique, or I think is what her name is. Like, I almost thought, I could have sworn I remember hearing a rumor that Jennifer Lawrence did not want to come back at all for this movie. But the way her character appeared in the movie probably made her change her mind, because she knew that was probably going to be her last appearance as Mystique. But yeah, honestly, Dark Phoenix just did not impress me. It was so poorly executed. It was a rushed, poorly edited movie that I just did not like at all. So, and there's been a rumor that they're gonna release an X-Men version of a film in the MCU by 2023, which is only 4 years away, and honestly, that's not that much of a gap between the release of Dark Phoenix and the supposed MCU X-Men movie. So yeah, this is not gonna impress me at all. But anyways, that's all for now in my video, everyone, and I will probably wait until the end of the year to do my best films. But as always, I will see all you dudes in the next video.